she's not taking care of that tree again. The olive tree is about to die. Why, Emily? Why do you keep doing this? She insists on giving a life to olive trees, but she kills them all. She's a serial olive tree killer. Action! Hi guys, welcome to the midweek vlog drop. I have crashed the BF's place, so I am at her swanky apartment in the Greens. Much nicer than mine. No kid stuff around, no mess around. Today's midweek vlog drop is going to be about something that happened to me a little less than a week ago. I'm not talking fitness, I'm not talking food, I'm talking something that happened the other day. I was in a restaurant with a friend having dinner. Don't particularly like this restaurant. The food is good, the service was absolutely crappy. We both felt the same way, the person I was having dinner with. So we said, okay, you know what, let's fill out a feedback card or feedback, you know, they bring the iPad thing these days, it's no feedback form. So, and the guy immediately was like, okay, why do you want to fill this out? And he said, oh, well, don't you guys want the feedback? Because feedback is good, right? It either helps you improve where you might have shortcomings, or it gives praise to where you're doing well and you get the recognition as an employee. Obviously, he knew that the service wasn't up to standard. And the second question, or the third question on the feedback card was, were you greeted or welcomed by the supervisor during your visit? And we were like, no, that's a 1. And I said, we weren't greeted by any supervisor. No one introduced himself. I said, that deserves a 1. And as soon as we were about to score that, the guy came over and he goes, yeah, I'm the supervisor. So the same guy was actually waiting on us was a supervisor. So then technically we couldn't score a 1 on that because it wouldn't have been fair, because obviously he didn't introduce himself as a supervisor, but he did welcome us, and so we were acknowledged and we were followed up by the supervisor, technically. The person I was having dinner with is experienced in the food industry, more experienced than I am, being a chef and knowing a bit more about these things. She was of the same opinion of me, like, this place is overrated, it's overpriced. The food is good, but not, you know, at the level they claim to be. So we were like, okay, you know, feedback is always good. Let's dig in on this feedback form, you know. Were you greeted? Yes. Was the staff friendly? Yes. Did they ask you about your meal? No. Was the service good? No. We had to wait so long before the drinks order was taken, and then we had to wait even longer to get a sparkling water. Long story short, this guy, we could see that the supervisor, who was our waiter, was starting to get antsy as we were filling out and discussing the feedback questionnaire. So he comes over and he goes, I'm on probation. And then my heart just went. He was kind of hovering around the table, being very stressed by the fact that we're filling out the feedback form and wanting to know, you know. And then he was like, how was your service? Is there any complaints? Is everything okay? We're like, no, fine, we're just gonna fill out the form and, you know, you can review it when you review it. And he was kind of hovering around the table, which made it feel awkward for us to fill out the form. But then eventually when he left, my friend looked over to me and she goes, right, so this deserves a 2, this deserves a 1. And I was like, hold on. And I was so ready to go, like, you know, slam them to pieces, rip them to part, because I wasn't happy. And in Dubai, a lot of the time we're ripped off for things that we shouldn't be really ripped off for. So, but then I thought, you know what? Let me not take all of this out on this guy. He's on probation. And she was like, no, we need to, you know, are we not going to, don't get all soft on me now, Julie. And I was like, okay, let's just rewind this. And so I ended up saying, were you welcomed? Yes. 10. Were you know? And I thought, I don't want to be the reason why this guy probably fails his probationary period or doesn't make it through. If this feedback form lands with the wrong person, or the manager, if they even look at the feedback form, goes, I might be that one reason why he doesn't get the job. And I was just thought, I don't know if I could deal with that karma, you know? So I said, no, let's just fill this all out again. So we were kind of moderate, and obviously where it was involved him and his personal manner, we scored him very high. Where involved the restaurant specifically, like the food or the price or something like that, we, you know, expressed a different opinion. But it just, I want to know what you guys would have done in that situation, because my friend was like, why are you going all soft? You know, we decided on this and you weren't happy and now you're backing down because, and I was like, this guy might be on probation. He might not get this job because of this one feedback form. He's left his home country to be here. He probably has a family or mouths to feed at home. Let's not be the reason he doesn't get the job, or salary, or things don't work out for him. Life is screwing me in all kinds of wonderful ways right now. I don't need this additional karma to come and bite me in the bum later on. But what would you have done? Would you have thought, sod it, I don't really care too much about this guy passing his probationary period or not. I want to leave every situation feeling good about the situation. It doesn't always happen. Perfect world, I know. I could have just said sod it and just done a shitty, you know, feedback form and not worried about consequences. But I thought, no, hold on. Be better here. And there are so many people who would so easily criticize. Why not do right? You have an opportunity to do right, so do right. And even though it wasn't the entire truth, it was partly true. I don't know. But would your opinion have changed in that situation if you had known the guy wasn't on probation? It was such a tough one. If I were in his position and I was on probation, maybe I had a crappy day, maybe this is the last table I'm serving for the day and I just want to go home. Not that that gives him reason to deliver sloppy service, but sometimes you just get unlucky. And I didn't want to be the person he got unlucky with, you know? Anyway, I left a great feedback and I left feeling good. And I think it was the right thing to do, because karma. What would you have done? I would really like to know what you guys would have done. Leave a situation feeling good about it and try and be better. In every situation you can, just try and be better. Thanks for watching the midweek vlog drop. Happy weekend, guys. Mwah.
Nothing from nothing beats nothing. You gotta have something.
Poor olive tree, poor olive tree. Oh, clean hair. Do you like my hair?